Me and Phil checked out a new karaoke venue, made some new paintings, got some new glasses. Really sticking to my whole exercise resolution so far. I've been trying so many new foods, and thanks to Ariel, I'm a really big fan of sushi now, so thank you so much for that, Ariel. I really owe you big time for that now. School, of course, taking up a good amount of my time, but of course, you all know me, I have to put in my best effort. School had taken up a lot of my time, so I had to cut back on my exercising, but it was bound to happen. I was able to spend some time with some friends of mine, some really good friends of mine. Spent a little more time with Ariel, more towards the end of the month. Hung out with Elaine and Jaylene again. I did teach another painting class, which was pretty good. Didn't teach the most painting classes in one day than I thought I ever would, and spent a whole lot more time with Ariel this month. Had some pretty interesting events happen during one of my karaoke escapades. Began the 6th month of my master's degree. I forgot to mention in March's video that hanging out with Ariel, we just happened to have run across Elvis driving a pink Cadillac here in town. We got another year older for me, just a small get-together here at my house. We just watched a movie, played some rock band, and just in general hung out. From my buddy Phil, was able to hook me up with a free photo tour with his company to Area 51. Taught my biggest painting class so far to date. 7 different people, 3 different paintings, all at the same time. I pulled it off, and really looking forward to the next time I just might be able to get the chance to teach a class like that. Very, very, very worth mentioning. Now, me and Ariel are dating. We are boyfriend and girlfriend. 107 opinions the same, so they can't be wrong. 107 opinions the same, they were far from wrong. I could not be any happier about it all. After I got the advice from Stacy, if you're afraid to ask, the answer will always be no. I asked, it was far from no. Thank you for that, Stacy, for really building me up to it. The place where I did my internship for web design, the Venus Art Theater, was making their transition of just having their venue at the Los Angeles office and not in Vegas anymore, so I had to attend the final First Friday that we're doing here in town. Ran into an old friend of mine, Nicole. It was great seeing you again. And like we're joking around with planning that we have to get the old gang back together again just to hang out and reconnect, as it were. I went to the 2012 Las Vegas Car Stars, and while I was there, just happened to run into Claudia Wells, Jennifer Parker from the first Back to the Future movie, and just had to have her sign my license plate. And of course, I had to take it off my basket, and it's gonna be up on the wall. You can be sure of that. Of course, just hanging out with some good friends. Just having good times, and hanging out with Ariel a whole lot more. There was a time where we spent 5 days straight together. And of course, seeing great movies together. She showed me Repo the Genetic Opera. We didn't go to the theaters for the anniversary showing of Phantom of the Opera being broadcast from a UK theater. 2 days after that, we saw the lesser-known sequel for Phantom of the Opera called Love Never Dies. Really great to see. Just to backtrack just a little bit before all of that, me and Ariel actually did watch the solar eclipse together. It was a really great time, and I'm pretty sure many great times are sure to come for the two of us. And well, for the most part, just dealing with school, family, hanging out with people, just so many good times around. My homework for school had taken up a whole lot of my time, but I was still able to make the most of it. I did go outside around the blocks and for exercise in the beginning of the month. Did go swimming with Ariel and our friend Steven. Always having great times with Ariel. We did go to the Las Vegas stop for the Here and Now tour with My Darkest Days, Seether, Bush, and Nickelback. Seether really could have done a much better job. Bush, surprising the audience, the way they surprised and did their cover of the Beatles' Come Together was amazing, and has really risen them up on my ranks as for top favorite bands. Nickelback put on one hell of a show. Along with that, I had noticed that a lot of people I know, especially some good friends of mine, had either gotten married or had kids. It just puts me on the spot just thinking, okay, am I going to have to be taking any hints as far as when I should get married, when I should get married? I'm not going to rush that at all. and just have to wait and see if I find the right person. And just saddens me to bring this up because earlier in the month, for June, Ariel and I didn't break up, but it's not all bad because we still hang out, still having a great time, still the best of friends. I'm sure we always will be, and it's just we're still as essentially as close as we were, just not having the title of being boyfriend and girlfriend, dating, just really, really good friends. And I'm sure we always will be. I'm always going to be there for her, no matter what. And just have to keep on going with whatever life throws my way. It seemed like the heat of July really called a lot for me and took a toll, but I was able to make it through the best I can. Earlier in the month, I did spend a couple of days with Ariel for Independence Day, which was a whole lot of fun, I have to say. And it usually always is with her. Not too long after that, I did go to a Back to the Future viewing party as a tribute to the Holy Trilogy, as me and Phil refer to it, and once again had to take part in a trivia contest where I won the grand prize. Told a lot of you about it and have posted pictures on it, but my own DeLorean time machine. How can I not be happy about this? And yes, so tempting, but I cannot open the box. I will not open the box, I can be sure of that. And along with that, later on in the month, to help Phil celebrate his birthday, some of you have seen me tagged in some of the pictures, did spend a day celebrating, doing some KISS Monster miniature golf. First time doing mini golf, and it was a whole lot of fun, I have to say. Followed by having a quick bite to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings with those who were taking part in mini golf. And yeah, at the end of the day, it was just me, Phil, and his girlfriend just spending time together, you know, what else? Rock band. And just hanging out, talking, and yeah, he had one hell of a cake, and just very fitting for him, and I was glad to be a part of it, and to help him share his birthday, his whole birthday extravaganza, like he shared my birthday as well. And just have to, yeah, have full support for him and his girl, no matter what happens. Beginning of the month, I did get a new computer, and because of school, was able to get a copy of Adobe CS6 Masters Collection. I also made a new painting to essentially pay tribute to the one and only Tim Burton. Did have a mini karaoke reunion with 3 dear old friends of mine from way back in high school, that I haven't seen for just about 10 years, and it was really great to have that, the 4 of us just getting together, kind of like old times, and just having dinner to help Domino celebrate her birthday. And like I said, the other 2, Joe and Hazel, it was really great to be able to hang out with them, and well, for the most part, show to 3 of them how I am for karaoke, because it was the first time I've ever done that with them, and they were more than pleased, I believe. I was able to see my all-time favorite band, Ours, for the 3rd time, 4th time for Jimmy Necco, and it was really great this time because, well, after their set, I actually was able to hang out with the band for a little over an hour. And they were just treating me like I was one of the guys, a member of the band, a very close and dear old friend of theirs. And yeah, just spending that time talking about their music and, well, just about anything in general, to really make it seem like I said, I was one of them. And it was a really great time, I must say. Just that they spent that much time with me just to hang out and talk. And oh, that was just a really great experience, I have to say. And again, my all-time favorite band, yeah, there is no way to say they are not my all-time favorite band now. And along with that, I got to see another band. First time for that actual band, 3rd time for the 2 main members of the band, Ryan and Amir, of Julian K. and that was quite an experience as well. They were playing for the grand opening of Vinyl at the Hard Rock Hotel, and they did an amazing job, I'd have to say, much like ours did. And after the show, didn't get to spend too much, but I did chat with them a little bit. And yeah, before all of that, during the show, well, at the end, near the end of this set, I was actually handed Amir's guitar pick from the man himself. And at the very last song, Ryan gives me his guitar pick, so I was able to get away with that, and just have that takeaway from the show to remember that. And yeah, it was a really great, awesome, amazing show. Was able to spend some time with the family, of course, visiting in-laws, not mine of course, but my older brother's in-laws for their 40th anniversary. And yeah, it was a really great time making some more connections with that side of the family. And just looking forward to the next time we all get to hang out. Got to go to my niece Danielle's wedding, and yeah, again, it was a really great time. Beautiful, I must say. And just being a part of that, again, with the whole hype that everybody seems to have about whole marriage, having kids, starting a family. I'm still gonna take my time, just wait and see what happens and how it all goes. Did finish the 10th class for my master's degree. August was a really great month. First and foremost, been a long time, but I was able to hang out and spend some time with my good friend Jen, and well, I'm sure you can see the result of that. It was really time for a change. Celebrating quite a few birthdays. Ariel's birthday, turning 21, but before that, with Phil and Kelly, we did go to a screening at the Rave Motion Pictures and saw Queen's Hungarian Rhapsody. Even though, of course, I wasn't able to ever see them live, at least I did get that. At the end of the month, the Las Vegas Comic Expo, a whole lot of fun. Completely amazing. Seeing all those people gathered around at Riviera and having to go through the entire venue, talking to people, different artists, meeting up with some old friends, making some new ones, just hanging out with the crowd. And of course, I couldn't help it, I had to go there as Egon Spengler. A lot of people just had to get a photo of me, either with or just of me, and I could not turn them down. Like I was telling them, on behalf of Egon or Harold Ramis, it's always great to meet a fan. And yeah, I made out with quite a few comics, and just have to, yeah, I am making plans to eventually go there next year if they just happen to redo it. And also, I do not want to forget about it. I must not forget about it. I also spent it's been a while, but I actually did get to spend some time with Ariel, and she did take me to a haunted house where she was working. Well, one of the 3 haunted houses where she's working at for the Freakling Brothers Trilogy of Terror, and it was a lot of fun. And I just have to stop by again, perhaps go through one of the other haunted houses. But I just did not want to forget about that for this month's video. I know there was so much more that happened in September, but right now those are the main things that happened that I have on my mind right now and that I want to take the time to talk about. Surprisingly didn't do too much. Of course, Halloween, another big one, but that's probably all I should say. But of course, I really didn't do all that much. I did teach some more painting classes. I went and attended a Halloween party at work. I finally finished my master's degree, and even though I couldn't attend graduation, it's another accomplishment in my book, and knowing how I am about the subject, or the concept, and I gave them the link for items relating to it. Ron and Stacy did give me this graduation gift, and I am loving this. I wear it with pride. Didn't do too much to celebrate the completion of this degree, but I did go check out a new karaoke venue with Ed and Ariel, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to find myself there many more times. Did a lot of talking with a new friend I made at the Las Vegas Comic Expo. I'm pretty sure you know who you are. I went to Domino's viewing party of the Devil's Carnival and we had a really great time. Good people showed up and just chilling out, watching the movie, and just enjoying ourselves. I did go to Anime Vegas where I ran into a good friend of mine that I met at the Las Vegas Comic Expo, and yeah, just having fun, chilling out, and talking whenever we got the chances, passing around all the booths, and ran into quite a few other people that I knew from way back in the day, from both runs of college, from the Las Vegas Comic Expo, and it was just a really great time. For Thanksgiving, I did go out of town to visit some family in California, and very good to point out, while I was out there, I got to run into my old friend Ash, and was really great seeing him again. We always have great times, and I'm pretty sure he knows he will always be a great friend of mine, no matter what. And despite how long we are apart, yeah, we can always just hang out again whenever we get the chance, and it'll just be like old times. I actually did get my final 2 wisdom teeth taken out, so they're all gone, back to just a standard 28 teeth, nothing wrong with that at all. I went to a free movie screening of Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas thanks to Maximum Comics and Rave Motion Pictures. Seems odd for me to say because I've been avoiding it. I've avoided it for a long time, but I actually have started drinking coffee. It was fun that I got to hang out with my new friend Jason. I've been talking about her. She was the one I met at the Las Vegas Comic Expo, and exchanged some gifts, and I gave her her birthday present early since she had to leave town. Going to the family's annual Christmas party was a whole lot of fun, and Christmas, a whole lot of fun as well. Spending all that time with family, of course. Spent a whole lot of time with a lot of close friends of mine. Made a new painting. And surprisingly, knowing how I am about it, I finally got to the yellow belt ranking for karate karaoke. About that time I would talk about my resolution for next year, but for the most part I just want it to be better than this year. I'm done with 2012, 2013, show me what you got. For the meantime, peace out, PS out.